Disruption isn't loss. It might be redirection. Here's a hard truth for job seekers. Most job seekers right now are trying to do one thing: restore the past. Same title, same industry, perhaps, same compensation, same identity. And when they don't get traction, they assume they need to try harder. More applications, more networking, more effort overall. But sometimes the problem isn't effort. Sometimes the problem could be direction. In my 25 years as a recruiter, I've noticed something very interesting over time. Many career breakthroughs actually started with disruption. A layoff, a relocation, a market shift. And at the time, it feels really wrong and very, like catastrophic. But years later, when people tell their stories, it was at that very moment that their life shifted for the better. So, which leads me to a powerful idea. Disruption isn't always loss. Sometimes it is redirection. When something breaks your pattern, ask yourself these three questions. What am I clinging to that may no longer exist? Sometimes the market is sending you a signal. A role gets automated, an industry changes, a title gets offshored. If you keep pushing the same door and it won't open, it may not be about effort. It might be about direction. Second question to ask yourself: what capabilities do I actually have beyond my job title? People often identify with titles instead of their true value. For instance, you're not just a QA, maybe risk detection and system validation. Not just a project manager, are you? Maybe you're coordinating complex initiatives across teams. When you start to think in capabilities versus titles, something very interesting starts to happen. Your skills suddenly become portable. The third question you can ask yourself: where else could these strengths solve a problem? This is where most people get stuck. They look backwards instead of sideways. If you've been an account executive, for example, you might think your value is selling that specific product, but your real value might be building trust quickly, understanding customers' pain points, negotiating outcomes, managing complex relationships. Those abilities exist in far more places than job titles where you came from. Someone who coordinated projects might thrive in operations. Someone who solved customer problems might thrive in consulting. Someone who managed risk might thrive in compliance or governance. When you stop asking, where can I get the same job, and start asking, where else do my abilities solve a problem? That's when new paths start to appear. That's when people stop trying to restore their past and start building the next chapter of their life. So the hard truth: some job seekers are investing an enormous amount of energy into a path that's already closing, and no amount of effort can force a closed door open. So if you keep pushing the same door and it's not opening, it may be that that's the wrong door. Sometimes the job search isn't asking you to try harder, it's asking you to look wider. So if you're stuck in your job search, sometimes what you need isn't more effort, it's a better diagnosis of where you're getting stuck. That's exactly what I do in my reboot strategy. It's an hour session, and it's really available to everybody and everyone and anyone that needs this. So if you'd like more details on a reboot, go ahead and comment down below. Good luck out there. Be safe. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe.